Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this video is very important. Today I'm announcing a partnership with Tech Extremist. I know I've told you guys about him previously. Some of you that follow the channel may watch his channel already. But I think this is great for the community to be a part of the Tech Extremist platform as well. In my opinion, I believe he has the most in-depth field testing that's non-scientific. And that just doesn't take place in Phoenix and maybe Tucson. You'll likely see more videos there more frequent because he lives there. But it also goes beyond that. We're talking California, Las Vegas, Albuquerque, Denver, and the possibilities are endless. He takes trips every now and then to Tennessee. So there's a lot of field testing that goes in the ground. Of course, it is non-scientific, but it'll give you an idea of how the three top carriers are performing in the United States. And that's not only just a single phone or eSIM, it's using all top devices. So we're talking the Apple iPhones, the latest and greatest, and then usually that also goes for the Androids as well. So there's two platforms from the phones. One is Apple, one's Android. So you get to see both. It's not just one phone. It's not just one carrier. You get to see all the top carriers. And when Dish comes around and they create their own platform, their own network, then he'll likely pick up Dish Network as well. But I think on a larger scale, the most in-depth testing, field testing, comes from Tech Extremist, and that will only expand as time goes on. So this partnership it's non-lucrative. There's no money involved here. This is a very unbiased partnership. As you will see in his recent videos, he praises Verizon because they are the best, and that's not just a opinion. That's sort of a fact. The data backs it up. Crowdsourced, scientific testing, they back it up. But recently, they have slowed down tremendously in Phoenix. And he's calling it out. They're spectrum constraint, outdoors, indoors. Where there is millimeter wave, of course, they are the fastest. There's just no technology or spectrum at this point in time that's going to offset that. There's none. Not even 200 megahertz of N41 can beat 800 megahertz of millimeter wave. So it's going to be very unbiased. It's going to be very unbiased testing everywhere. In Phoenix, At&T is number one, according to his field testing, and also some of the crowdsourced data and scientific testing is also backing that up. So it's no secret. It's not opinion-based. And some of that testing that does happen, some of the crowdsourced and independent testing firms that do scientifically test this also back this up. Of course, there's going to be disagreements every now and then. There may be some areas where scientific testing now says that Verizon's number one, and then you kind of question it. But then if you really look into it deep, the scientific testing, these guys get paid a lot of money to drive hundreds and hundreds of miles. So they drive 1,000 miles within a city that you possibly don't ever get to certain parts of the city or everywhere that they do. So that's why it's field testing, in-depth, more populated malls, indoor, outdoor, and Tech Extremist does it the best, I feel, and that'll only get better as time goes on. So I will leave the link to some of the travel videos for network testing in the description down below so you guys could check that out. And of course, that's more content for the community as well to check out and to see, hey, how do the carriers perform on this highway or this interstate. And then, of course, he says suggestions are always welcomed. So his Twitter will be in the description down below for more interaction as well. And that's what I wanted to present to the channel today. I just think a bigger platform, as big as the US is, I can only be in one part of the US at this, at a certain time. So having another partnership with outreach is gonna, I think it'll help the community make better decisions on a more larger scale in certain areas. So that'll be something that you guys can reach out to him in terms of where he may go to next or what testing is upcoming. That'll be up to him. But I just wanted to create that partnership because I really feel the internet is going mobile. I think that started years back. I know laying fiber in the ground is still important, but I think Verizon is the perfect example of keeping up with the times. Verizon decided really to not expand Fios beyond the footprint where it is. It seems they're taking the mobile approach that we are building the mobile network first, and we're going to offer a second use case with home internet. I can see myself using Verizon's home internet on millimeter wave if it does ever become available in my area. But I really think that's where it's heading. The mobile internet, the internet is going mobile. I think that's where the industry is headed. Short term, long term, decades from now, I think the internet is going mobile. So the network performance on the carriers is going to be that much more important. I think pricing value, I don't want to say it's done, but I don't think from the top 3 carriers, at least short term, midterm, long term, there's going to be such a huge difference in pricing. I think pricing is going to start becoming very similar, and I think pricing is going to start inching higher. It's going to increase. But the network performance, now that, in my opinion, the internet is going mobile, is going to be 100 times more important. The networks have to be on point to handle load, to handle throughput, to handle uplink. Uplink is very important now. Doctors are doing FaceTime calls with patients. That requires a strong upload connection. Verizon's already given an example of what millimeter wave can do. It's going enterprise. We're putting it in the buildings. Verizon's putting it in the buildings of the businesses to make a use case for it. Healthcare, running a point of sale system, Square to make transactions. So they're definitely making a use case. Food trucks, perfect example. Food trucks are mobile. So in order for them to take payments, the internet has to be mobile for them to be able to take payments. It's no longer you go into you rent a space and then you hook it up to your fiber or coaxial internet. That's really the food truck concept, is you want to be mobile at all times. So that means the internet has to be mobile for you to be able to take payments and send receipts to the emails. So that's why I think the internet is going mobile. I do think it's going to become more expensive. Just recently we had the auction, the C-band auction. Verizon is set to spend $35 billion, $41 billion after closing costs. So that's very expensive. So they have to bring back to the investors, hey, this is how we plan to make ROI, return on investment, on this investment. So they have to present that on a analyst media day. They have to keep it exciting. They have to keep it moving. That's why the value creation that Verizon presented was immense. It was needed. It was a must. It's going to keep retention. Churn is going to be low, and the people that join Verizon are more likely to stay because it's going to be so hard to get rid of that value. Apple Music, the Disney bundle, Discovery Plus potentially going permanent, and who knows what else they're planning. Apple One could come to Verizon at a discounted rate. So it's just, there's immense value across the board. AT&T with HBO Max, and then T-Mobile still strongly believes that Netflix is the leading streaming platform in 2021. according to Mike Sievert and what he was quoted saying at the CNBC interview yesterday. So this is something that I wanted to present to the channel. We got the partnership with Tech Extremist. Look forward to more videos. I will start incorporating his videos into the channel to kind of show you guys, hey, look, this is what's happening here. And he's also getting better at keeping track of equipment and who it belongs to. So it's all coming together. It'll take a while to get better, but as time goes on, it's just going to get better, and better. So let me know what you think about this. Like I said, all his info will be in the description down below, so check that out. Also, make sure to follow me. If you haven't already, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Same with Tech Extremist. And just follow along. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be an interesting one, especially if you're new to the channel, mine and his. You want to make an informed decision, not only on the plans. I think the plans are gonna be important, but not as important as the network will be as internet is going mobile, in my opinion. So again, stay tuned to the channel. Follow mine and Tech Extremist on all social media platforms. His will be in the description down below. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.